What's up, guys? Welcome to a new series called Fishing Story Fridays. Today is Friday, August 7th, I'm pretty sure. No, August 6th. Let me actually check my phone. See what day it is. It is, yes, 7th, that was correct. Anyway, I'm just gonna start this series just where I tell stories of stuff that's happened to us while fishing and I don't know, stuff that I think is pretty interesting that's happened over the course of however many years I've been fishing. Anyway, well, here's the first story, first episode. Welcome to the series. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe and favorite the video. Now, into the story. Well, this one time, me and my friend, Dylan and Brandon, my friends Dylan and Brandon thought, they remember the Capital City Fishing channel too, but they thought it was a good idea to bring Dylan's canoe, into the pond. Well, it was a 3-seater kayak. It was missing one of the seats and whatnot. Anyway, that's not the problem. The problem is we got out here at probably like 6 a.m. We got out here, we're like, all right, let's go. We made this contraption to carry the canoe with like an old wagon, some like I think bungee cords and some rope. Anyway, we got this canoe all the way down here, and we put it in the water. We were in it for like 30 minutes. It was really unstable. We had to get used to it. Anyway, we had flotation devices, we had like floaties, we had life vests, we had everything. We weren't even packing that much tackle in it. And the problem is people have never really seen a like canoe or kayak, any kind of boat in here. So they were like, oh my, they were kind of suspicious. But there was one older lady who literally was on her porch, whatever, drinking coffee, enjoying the amazing view of the Old Mill Pond, and she came outside, and she came outside, and she like looked at us. We're like, oh my God, she's about to tell us something. So we listened. She goes, "Are y'all sure you're supposed to have that canoe or boat?" I don't know if she said canoe or boat. She said something. Anyway, she said, I think she said boat, and we were like, okay, yeah, we're pretty sure we could have it, and we got life vests and stuff, and supposedly after this, we officially learned you're not supposed to have boats in here of any kind, motorized or not. Anyway, the canoe was entirely unmotorized. We just paddled, and so she just ends up talking to us, whatever. We're like, okay, I bet she's gonna report this to the sheriff's department, and we fished for like another 30 minutes. We caught like 2, but we weren't quite used to getting them into the boat, so some of them came off, and the hook set was really weird for sitting down like that, and whatever. And so we're just fishing. We're like, I think we were up in this corner right here, right there, and we don't hear anything, actually. We're just kind of sitting there, and we hear a gate open and then a gate close. We're like, oh my God, what is that? Sure enough, we look over there. There's 2 deputies looking at us, and they're laughing, and we're like, oh Jesus. So they come over there, and they're laughing, and they're like, this is really what they called us over here for? And no, and they were like, meet us over there or whatever, over the main pond where we launched the boat, and so they drive over there. We paddle the boat all the way over there, and we meet up, and they're still laughing. They're like, this is really what we got called for? And we're like, yup. Some lady came out of her house and told us something, and we never said anything like asking who was it that reported us, because that'd be kind of ridiculous, but we kind of knew in the back of our minds that it was that lady. Unless it was somebody else, then we would have really, that would have been weird. But anyway, we long story short, we just come over there, and they look at us, they're laughing, and we're laughing too. We're like, I cannot believe they actually called the sheriff's department to come pull a canoe out of a lake with kids in it with life vests. They were like, yeah. And supposedly they told us, we thought that we could have boats as long as they were non-motorized. Apparently, you can't have boats in here, period. So they made us take out the boat. I don't think they made us, no, they did not make us bring it home. We just put it in the shade, let it sit there, whatever. And they left. They just told us not to put it back, and we're like, okay. So we didn't. We're just sitting there for like another couple hours. Then we ended up going home, eating lunch, coming back. So it was getting towards the end of the day. It was like 5 o'clock. And we're all tired. We're about to go home. And then we weren't catching anything. This sheriff, this is not one of the same two sheriffs that showed up the first time when we got the canoe. They showed up, or no, it was just one sheriff, and he was like, which one of you owns the go-kart in the front? And we're like, oh my god. So my friend Dylan, same kid who brought the canoe this morning, he's having a terrible day. And this happens to him a lot. Like, he has bad run-ins with the cops and stuff, as far as like, you know, stuff like with the law goes, like nothing really bad, just like bad luck with the cops. And so he comes over there and he pulls him aside, and we pretend like we're not listening to me and Brandon, but we really are. And he starts telling him, like, asking him what his parents' phone number is. So he calls his parents, and his dad drives over there, and it's like, he has his SUV and stuff. He comes, takes the go-kart, puts it in the back of the truck. His dad drives home. Well, and I think he brought Dylan with him. And that sheriff was so pissed off, but his dad did not care. Like, he ignored his mom. I don't even think he got punished of any sort. Got grounded at all. And he ended up having to sell that thing because of that incident. He was just done. He was like, because he had gotten noise complaints and stuff before, but it was just kind of a warning deal, and he was like, whatever, I'm selling this thing. And he did. And that's pretty much it, guys, for Fish Story Fridays. Quick shout out to Brandon. They're not sponsoring me or anything, which I don't know why anybody would sponsor me. It's a new channel. But if I, before anybody asks, if I had to recommend any rods or any reels, it would be Duckett. Duckett Fishing is the best fishing brand of stuff, like everything. They make reels. This is not a Duckett reel. This is actually a Shimano KS200. And yeah, but they're both great brands. If you're starting off, this is the lowest end model Shimano. I bought it because I was on a budget when I bought it, and it's the lowest end Duckett. Which the Duckett was $99, the reel was $69. And bought them both for like, I think $169 without tax. And then they worked out great. And I haven't had really any problems with them. So if you guys ask anybody what reels to get and what rods to get, Shimano makes rods too, and Duckett makes reels too, and I've used some of them and they're really great. Both rods and reels for both companies are excellent. Another great brand if you're starting off, like if you're new to fishing, would probably be like a Boo Garcia, like a Black Max, but be careful what you put the settings on those things are, because they ride nest pretty easily. But yeah, as far as it's been a decent day of fishing, I caught one little tiny one, but figured just create something new, do whatever, have a little fun, and yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video.